So today we are going to study covariance and correlation coefficient. Okay. So let's start covariance. Okay. What is covariance? The covariance the covariance of random variable random variables x and y is defined as COV. We will write it COV. COV xy is equal to, it is denoted by sigma xy. It is nothing but expectation of x minus mu x, okay, into y minus mu y, where mu x is expectation of x and mu y is expectation of y. Please note it. Covariance is defined like this way, where mu x is ex and mu y is ey. Okay. Covariance xy is always equal to E of xy minus ex ey. So let's prove it. Okay. So we are going to prove it. So covariance xy. What is the formula for this? This is nothing but expectation of x minus mu x, y minus mu y. Okay. So open inside thing. Calculate inside thing. What will be? It will be xy minus mu x mu y, okay, minus y mu x plus mu x mu y, okay. So this is equal to, you see that mu y is a constant will come out. Because mu x and mu y are constant. Expectation of constant is that constant itself. And expectation of c times x is c times ex. So we are using these facts here. So now ey minus mu y mu x, because ex is mu x, so I am putting that value. So one will cancel out. So that is exy minus mu x mu y. So this is equal to, what is mu x? Mu x is nothing but ex. So this we prove. This formula is proof. Okay. Okay. Remark. Okay. So what is uncorrelatedness? What is the meaning of uncorrelatedness? Okay. The random variable, the random variables x and y are said to be uncorrelated if covariance of xy is 0. If covariance of xy is 0, then we will say that x and y are, okay, uncorrelated. Okay. So not, what is the meaning of being uncorrelated? Because uncorrelated means what? Xy should be 0. But by previous result, we know that this part is what? Ex minus Ex into Ey is equal to 0. Then what is the meaning of this? So if we say that two variables, random variables are uncorrelated, we are saying the same thing. Ex is equal to Ex into Ey. Okay. Please note it. Okay. Not recall that if x and y are independent random variable, we have, हमने ये प्रूफ किया कि एक्स वाई आर इंडिपेंडेंट, देन ई एक्स हमेशा ई वाई के बराबर होता है. ये वी हैव डन इट अर्लियर. Okay, we have done it earlier that if x and y are, we have already done that if x and y are independent, ex, expectation of ex is equal to ex into ey. So can you tell me whether if x and y are independent, they are uncorrelated? Can you tell me? Because being uncorrelated means Ex is equal to should be equal to Ex into Ey. If X and Y are independent, we have this formula. But this is same as being uncorrelated. So this implies if X and Y are independent, they are uncorrelated. So this implies covariance of is equal to 0. That means if X and Y are independent, then X and Y are uncorrelated. Okay. Now, my question is that if X and Y are X and Y are independent, they are uncorrelated. My question is reversed. If X and Y are uncorrelated, whether they are independent or not. I have seen that X and Y are independent, then X and Y are uncorrelated. My question is that if X and Y are uncorrelated, whether X and Y are going to be independent or not. Converge part is true or not. Okay. So my question is that I'm writing question. Which one is stronger? Which one is stronger? Independence or uncorrelated? Stronger means what? One implies other. Stronger means one implies other. So independent implies uncorrelated. It means independence is stronger. Now my question is that whether uncorrelatedness implies independency or not. Answer is no. If xy are uncorrelated, then xy need not be independent. I will give example. So answer is that if x and y are independent, we have seen it, then x and y are uncorrelated. We have seen it. Now my question is another that if the converse true, if the converse false, converse false means what? I am asking which question? I am asking the question. If x and y are uncorrelated, okay, sorry, the converse is true. Converse true means converse, if x and y are uncorrelated, then x and y are independent. My question is that my question is that. So answer is no. If x and y are uncorrelated, then x and y need not be independent. Answer is no. Okay. Example, I am giving example. Give 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 an example of random variables x and y such that x and y are uncorrelated. related but not independent. Okay, I'm to find an example of random variable that x and y are uncorrelated but not independent. Okay, so solution, I'm writing its solution. Let x be a discrete random variable with PMF. Probability mass function is given like this way. What is Px minus 1 is 1 by 3. Okay, Px0 is equal to 1 by 3 and Px1 is equal to also 1 by 3. Okay, 1 by 3. Now I am taking y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x. X and y are related by this way. So they are not independent. There is a relation. So this implies x and y are not independent. There is a relation. They are not independent. The value of x will affect value of y. Value of y will affect x. So they are not independent. Now what is covariance? I am to calculate what is Ex. What is Ex? Ex is summation xi Px xi. Okay. So what is this? Minus 1 into Px minus 1. 0 into Px0 plus 1 into Px1. Okay. So what is this value? Minus 1 into 1 by 3. This part is become 0 because 0 multiplied by something is 0. 1 into 1 by 3. So what you will get? This is minus 1 by 3 and this is plus 1 by 3. So it is cancel out. Okay. Now what is covariance, expectation of Ex into Ey. So y value is x square. So this is Ex cube. So what will be the expectation? Xi Px xi xi cube. Okay. So what will be this? Minus 1 की cube Px minus 1 plus 0 की cube Px0 plus 1 की cube Px0. Okay. So this is minus 1 into 1 by 3 value it is become 0 because 0 का cube 0. Okay. So this is 0. Now tell me what is covariance of x and y. Can you tell me? Covariance is given by this way. This is the formula for covariance. Okay. Now this value is 0 and Ex value is also 0. Ex को किसी में भी मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे वो 0 ही हो जाएगा. तो ये क्या हो गया 0. तो इसका मतलब क्या है, x and y are uncorrelated. So we have achieved the example where x and y are uncorrelated, but they are not independent. Okay. Any doubt in this? It is clear. Now properties of variance. Properties of covariance. First property is that covariance of xy is equal to covariance of yx. Covariance of xy is equal to covariance of yx. Okay, we can change, no problem. Second is covariance of xx is equal to variance of x. Third property is that covariance of alpha x y is equal to alpha times covariance of x y. Fourth property is covariance of x alpha y is equal to alpha times covariance of x y. Okay. Sorry, I am writing beta here. It will be better. Okay. There alpha and beta are constant. And fifth is that covariance of alpha x is equal to 0, where alpha and beta are constant. Okay. It is simple to verify this property. You can verify yourself. Okay. No problem. It is simple. Just just routine exercises are there. You can check yourself. There's 5 property told. Okay. So note it. Okay. Now correlation coefficient. The correlation coefficient of the correlation coefficient is denoted by rho xy of random variables x and y is defined as, how to define correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is defined by rho xy is equal to covariance of xy upon standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. And how we denote standard deviation of x and y? Covariance xy okay. So covariance is denoted by this way. So we have where sigma x and sigma y are standard deviations of x and y respectively. Okay, standard deviation. What is the standard deviation? Recall. What is the standard deviation? I'm telling again. What is the standard deviation? Is nothing but variance का variance, and standard deviation is equal to here are non-negative. They cannot be non. They cannot be negative. So they are non-negative. It can be zero. It can be positive. Okay. Please note it. So I'm writing a result. If x and y are independent, then correlation coefficient is zero. Correlation coefficient is zero. Okay. X and y are independent. X and y are independent. If x and y are independent, we have this one, that is covariance of xy, always zero, because we have seen that if x and y independent, they are uncorrelated. It means covariance is zero. So this implies rho xy is equal to so tell me what will be this? This will be zero, na? If x and y are independent, then rho is zero. It means correlation coefficient is zero. Okay. It is clear. Okay. What is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality? What is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality? You have seen it. Cauchy-Schwarz inequality is this. If we take double integral fx gy dx dy, तब इसका जो स्क्वायर होता है ना, वो लेस देन होता है, ठीक है ना? वो होता है एफ स्क्वायर एक्स डी एक्स इंटू जी स्क्वायर एक्स डी वाई. इसको ना Cauchy-Schwarz inequality बोलते हैं. ये हमेशा होता है, ठीक है? ये होता है. देखो इसकी हेल्प से बाय दिस, बाय Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, we have, by help of Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, what we have? We have that एक्स वाई का स्क्वायर हमेशा ई एक्स ई वाई, ये हम प्रूफ कर सकते हैं. वी कैन बी प्रूव, इट कैन बी प्रूव by help of Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. We have this one. Okay, why we have this one? You can see its proof. Because EXY क्या होता है बताओ मुझे. XY DX okay, so you can prove it yourself because it's proof. I will do it later on because time is going. I am to complete this lecture. So you try yourself. If you are not getting, I will tell you later on. So by this we can prove this one. So we are going to prove an important result. Okay, that the correlation coefficient XY, the correlation coefficient is 1. Okay, is always 1. Okay, it means other word, it will not go beyond. Actually its modulus is 1, so it will be -1 or +1 possibilities. Okay, so let's see its proof. From the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, we have what we have. By Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, what we have? We have this one. X मेरा क्या है? X minus mu x. Y क्या है? Y minus mu y. So what is the meaning of this? Can you tell me? This is nothing but this left hand side. What is left hand side? What is left hand side? What is left hand side? Left hand side is covariance का square. And what is this? What is this? This is sigma x का square because this is variance. Variance is nothing but sigma x का square. And what is this? Sigma y square. So in proof of theorem, you write this way. This is less than equal to 1. This is less than, you correct it. This is less than equal to 1. Okay. So what we got? We got sigma xy का square upon sigma x square, sigma y square less than. Okay. So what is this? Sigma xy, sigma x, sigma y का square less than 1. So what is this? Inside thing is what? Rho xy का square less than equal to 1. So what can you say? What is the meaning by this way? What can you say? Modulus of rho xy is less than equal to 1. Okay. It means correlation coefficient lies in between this range. Okay. Please note it. Okay. Now we are going to do another result. Suppose that x and y are two random variables for which y is equal to ax plus v, where a and b are constants, then rho square is 1. Rho rho xy square is 1. Okay. So when it is understood that is rho x square, rho xy, so we can simply write it rho. We can simply write rho because we know rho means rho xy. If a is greater than 0, then rho is 1. Okay. If a is less than 0, then rho is minus 1. Rho square is 1, but if a is positive, then rho is 1. If a is less than 0, rho is minus 1. Okay. Where a and b are non-zero. A is non-zero. Okay, sir. So let's prove it. Okay. Y is equal to ax plus b is given. So what is ey? Can you tell me what is ey? What is ey? Ey is nothing but a will come out. And this will be b. Okay. Because a ax plus b, a into ex plus eb. So expectation of constant is constant, and multiply by a constant come out under expectation. Okay. So what does it mean? It means mu y is equal to a times mu okay, mu x plus b. Let's say it 1. Okay. Now variance of y. What is variance of y? Variance of ax plus b. What is this? I know that adding a constant will not affect variance. So it will be ax. And constant का square come out under the variance. A square variance of x. Okay. So वेरिएंस को क्या लिखते हैं? सिग्मा वाई का स्क्वायर होता है वेरिएंस. तो ये क्या हुआ? ए स्क्वायर. ये सिग्मा एक्स का स्क्वायर हो गया. बिकॉज वेरिएंस इज सिग्मा एक्स स्क्वायर. तो अगर हम अब एक चीज नोट करो, सिंस sigma x is always non-negative and sigma y is also non-negative. We have what we have sigma y is equal to absolute value of a sigma x, because a cannot be negative. I am to take its absolute value. Sigma x and sigma y are standard deviation. They are always non-negative. So let's say it 2. Now what is this? Rho. What is rho? Rho is rho is covariance sigma xy upon sigma x sigma y. द नंबरेटर इज कोवेरियंस. कोवेरियंस का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? ई वाई माइनस ई एक्स इंटू ई वाई. ठीक है. ओके. एक्स और वाई क्या है? ए एक्स प्लस बी है, तो इसका वैल्यू रख दिया मैंने. ठीक है. सिग्मा एक्स और सिग्मा वाई की वैल्यू क्या है? अभी हमने कैलकुलेट की है इक्वेशन 2 से. एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ ए सिग्मा एक्स. ठीक है. तो ये क्या हुआ? इसको सोल्व करो. ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स, ओके, माइनस ई एक्स ई ए एक्स प्लस बी अपॉन एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स सिग्मा एक्स का स्क्वायर. ठीक है. इसको सोल्व करते हैं आप. ऊपर वाले को ए विल कम आउट ई एक्स स्क्वायर विल बी विल कम आउट ई एक्स. ठीक है. माइनस ई एक्स. इसको ओपन करते हैं. ये क्या आ जाएगा ओपन करने पे? बताओ. ए ई एक्स प्लस बी अपॉन एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ सिग्मा एक्स का स्क्वायर. ठीक है. अब इनको सोल्व करना है बस. ए ई एक्स का स्क्वायर प्लस बी ई एक्स माइनस ए ई एक्स का होल स्क्वायर माइनस बी ई एक्स एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू ऑफ ए सिग्मा एक्स का स्क्वायर. ठीक है. देखो कौन सी चीज कैंसिल आउट हो रही है इसमें? ये वाली चीज. और इसमें से ए कॉमन ले लेंगे ऊपर से. क्या बन जाएगा? ई एक्स का स्क्वायर माइनस ई एक्स का होल स्क्वायर अपॉन ऊपर. मुझे बता सकता है ये वाली चीज क्या है? कोई बता सकता है? कैन यू टेल मी? इट इज वेरिएंस ऑफ एक्स. वेरिएंस ऑफ एक्स. वेरिएंस ऑफ एक्स. वो वेरिएंस ऑफ एक्स क्या है मेरा? सिग्मा एक्स का स्क्वायर ही तो वेरिएंस है ना. है कि नहीं? तो वे इससे ये कट गया. ये क्या आया? ठीक है। तो मुझे बताओ एक चीज, तो मैंने क्या सोल्व कर दिया, रो क्या आ गया मेरा, ए अपॉन मोड ए आ गया, है कि नहीं। तो अगर मैं स्क्वायर कर दूं बोथ साइड तो क्या आएगा, ए का स्क्वायर मोड ए का स्क्वायर, मोड ए का स्क्वायर क्या होता है, खुद ए स्क्वायर ही होता है ना, है कि नहीं। तो ये क्या हो गया 1, तो मुझे पता चल गया रो स्क्वायर इज एक्चुअली 1, रो स्क्वायर 1 हो गया। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट, इफ ए इज पॉजिटिव, इफ ए इज पॉजिटिव, इफ ए अगर पॉजिटिव होता है तो उसका मोड क्या होता है, अगर ए पॉजिटिव है तो रो का मतलब क्या हुआ, पॉजिटिव वैल्यू पे, पॉजिटिव वैल्यू पे एब्सोल्यूट का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, तो ये ए ही रहेगा। ओके, एंड इफ ए इज लेस देन 0 देन रो इज व्हाट, ए अपॉन रो ए। जब ए निगेटिव होता है तो एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू क्या होती है, -a, तो ये क्या आ गया -1, so it means rho is -1. So we have done the proof. Okay, any doubt in this? Okay, one exercise I am doing that is very important, let me do it. Okay, it will take some time only, 5 minutes only. Okay, so I am writing that exercise, you just try yourself. Okay, so today's class up to this, we will see it in next lecture. Thank you very much.